Johnny Fontana, Half Amazing TV, back with another video. Today, we're going to show you how to flip a track, right? Now, I've been working on the track right now. I just got it. It's called Fury's Laughter by S.A.M. And immediately I was like, dude, I have a track that sounds just like it. And that's where the intuition comes from, right? It's like, oh, I remember this track. Let me put it. And I remember the track that I had. I couldn't play it. But I'm like, man, it's going back to its old days. So we'll get into that. But I just want to say something, right? Dude, this is something like a lot of people don't talk about, bro, but I want to bring it back, especially for house DJs. I want to bring it back where it's like people start realizing it's the truth, but people don't really realize that producers secretly want to be DJs. Producers are not DJs. They're great producers. They're great musical creators, but they're not DJs. Only DJs will do what I do today. After I'm done with this tutorial, producers will be like, dude, I want to be a DJ. I play music, but I'm not a DJ. And that's what separates us. And let's be honest, bro. I want it to be where producers be like, I want to do that. But right now it's to the point where people confirm and they allow this current process dynamic to go through, and they don't really catch it. They don't say anything because, again, everyone is part of this cycle, as Billy Corgan says here.
It's like, we've all been in a bar where there's a band, you know? It's like, and they're playing, I don't know, Living on a Prayer. And you hear it, you're not watching the band. The band could just be a jukebox. And I think what's happened with the rise of, not the rise of social media and the internet culture, but the rise of the power, or at least the perceived power, it's basically turned almost every artist into wallpaper. And the more distinctive you are, the more idiosyncratic you are against the system, the more you get punished. Where literally from 1950, if you make an easy line, Elvis, 1956, from 1956 roughly until the early 2000s, you would be rewarded for being different. And that's all changed. And I hear a lot of people talk, and they know what it feels like to not have that anymore, but they don't know what to do about it, or they wouldn't even know where to begin.
It's weird to me because I've had the experience of actually being rewarded for being different than. But in the past 17, 20 years, I've watched culture reward more and more posers. So because this generation and the past couple generations have rewarded that imitation, it's a quickening to where it's like art imitates life, life imitates art, to where you can't separate anymore. And then the journalist can't separate, and the audience doesn't separate. So if you actually stand up and say, I just want to do my music, you don't like it, go, right? People are like, whoa, dude, that's so crazy. What are you doing? This is so weird. Can't you just get along?
So because, again, the audience doesn't really relate to it, doesn't understand, because again, of what's been happening through social media, everyone's confused. But at the end of the day, DJs, we are the ones who make the music. We're the ones who break the music. We're the ones who introduce the music to the audience, not the producers. The producers make it. Our job as a DJ is to make and flip that song better than the producer. Cut to go.
If you want to come in there and do that, then you ain't the type of dude that could rock a party with C&D records. You a dude that depends on the record to be hot. I play those hot records at the end of the night like I don't even need them, because it ain't about those records. Anybody can play those records. It's about you. You see what I'm saying? If you can't sell you, then you're just like everybody else. There's nothing different. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. When you come in there, it's about making sure the people that pay their money feel better than they did before they walked in there. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's what it's about. I'm a DJ. I'm not the dude that make the record. I'm not that. I'm a dude that'll play your record better than you perform it. Don't play yourself. You see what I'm saying? And that's how we're going.
So anyway, I got this hot track. It's called let's do a check real quick. Authenticity check, because I know a lot of guys are always trying to figure out if this is real or not. But anyway, this is real. Authenticity check. I'm gonna slow it down a little bit because it's a little too fast. But this is that Fury's Laughter. And I'm like, and I have a track just like it. And I'm like, what is it? And then, but I heard it, and I was like, immediately I need to go to it. And here it was. But this is an older track. The Fury track came out just like a couple, months ago. But this, ironically, Simplex came out like years ago. But it's got that same old school sound. Listen. And then check this out. But then I'm like, dude, like, how am I gonna flip it? So I started flipping it. So you guys are gonna help me out. I'm gonna flip it. Although this is not live, but I'm gonna flip it. Basically, I'm gonna mix it and to see, okay, how would it go together? So, and I have a new video coming up on how to layer main stage tech house. So I've been now layering more music because a lot of the music that I've been getting has been melodic, and the intros and the outros have been like busy, right? So now it calls for more complex types of mixing, which sort of now includes your ability to understand how to lay your music, right? So again, it goes back to that production. Again, it's little steps, right? Everything connects. So now I'm gonna figure out, okay, what's the best way to mix this track? And then now you can see the process of how I flip a track, how I'm like, okay, because a lot of guys were like, how do you know when to actually mix it, when to let the loop go and all that stuff? So we're gonna do it today, we're gonna do it now, we're gonna show it, I'm gonna show it, and we're gonna figure out, okay, how is it that I can achieve that flip and make the songs go, okay? Even if I have to force it, sometimes you have to force it to make it work, and it's not always pretty. So this is not always gonna be pretty. All right, so let's go. So I have this. I started before, and all right, so now we know it stops here. So, about a minute out, let's see how it would sound. All right. Now I gotta figure out like how to now bring this in, and now the beat for this comes in at 15 seconds. So it's off now. And the bass of Fury's Laughter, the bass is still on. So how do I flip it now? See, but it's sloppy. it's just freaking off, man. It's like I'm gonna get it, and if I can't do it this way, and I don't want to have to always have to do that, you know what I'm saying? And then have to now come, because I think it's lazy. Sometimes you can use this style, and then but I think, again, it goes, but it's not where I want it. So I'm gonna have to maybe switch it around though, to see maybe where. Because I'm thinking where, hold on. Where this right here starts, I wanna get this to go, and I wanna pair it with this right here, with at least with this. In the Miracle of Time, I just feel to fast forward a little bit because I'm trying to figure out where to go. Because this is tough, bro. So now you gotta now figure out, okay, like where would it go? Because now I know I want to see how this would start if I would maybe start it there. And it's just too abrupt. So I'm thinking, again, going back to my ability to understand what I've done before in the past. That's why it's a lot of the stuff that you do, you can always repeat with other tracks. So I'm like, so I want this part. I want this part right here. I want that part to start at the same time as this part right here. So now, let me figure out where this, so this is what? Okay, and then this starts right here at 1 minute also. 1 minute mark. It's right, it's about 1 minute, so I need to go 1 minute back here. I know this is very like, this is all like behind the scenes stuff that all right. And it's dirty, bro. It's dirty work behind the scenes. Like, that's what a lot of people don't understand. A lot of the stuff that I do is like dirty work. But what people don't understand is that I can now use this for other mixes as well. So I can mix this song because now I know the music, I learn where they are. I can now do the same mixes for other songs. So I can take Fury's Laughter and mix it the same way with another song based on the structure, because I found out the secret. Not yet, but I'm still trying to figure it out. But this is now I know that this is too loud.
Someday you'll understand that.
All right, so now I saw what happened there. I was almost there. So So I was off by 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I was off by 1 bar. So which means that I'm gonna have to let it go. So I'm gonna have to use right there. But then I know also that part right there, that break is too loud, so I'm probably gonna have to EQ it earlier. And I also have to not worry about the BPM, because I'm not syncing. I know some of you would. Look me in the eye and tell me that you wouldn't sync. Alright, I'm bringing it down. But I also I think I wanna bring that up a little bit to create, and people get used to it.
Someday you'll understand that.
You see what I'm saying? Okay, stop the music, bro. Stop the music. I think we got it. I think we got it. Okay, this is what I'm talking about being the DJ right now. So now, let's recap, because we don't want to have to keep making the same mistakes. So we know that we have to release, we have to loop it, but I want to introduce it, because if I wait all the way until that last minute, it's not going to come in clean. So I have to prepare the song, introduce it, slowly keep it in that loop, then remove the loop 8 beats, which is 1 bar off that 1 minute mark. Then I'm going to have to lower the bass on the Furious Laughter, the breakdown, because it's too loud, and I think I might have to adjust the volume as well, and then bring up the bass a little bit, just so that people can get used to it, and then drop it. I think that's what we're gonna do. All right, so let's start from the start. ¿Quieres café? ¿Sí? This is where the rotary mixer shines. I can use this as a point. Release. Lower the Iconically down a little bit. right, let's do it one more time. Cause I had it, but the thing is, I'm off on the mix. And I missed it. See, that's again, when I do my tutorial, you think it's like all like perfect. Nah, bro, like I'm working hard on this, bro. And this freaking thing won't even stay, bro. Like I'm tempted to sink like right now, bro. There's that little shoulder right there, that little devil on my shoulder saying sink it. Let it go. Out. Down.
Where I'm going, you can't follow. I know what to do. You can't be a part of. Someday you'll understand that.
Let's do one more clean one. One more clean one. One more clean one. Alright, get the volume straight because I was too high. Release.
Where I'm going, you can't follow. What I want to do, you can't be a part of. Someday you'll understand that.
But you will never catch me doing this crap. No. I see you. We don't do this. No. We don't do that stuff here. Oh, man. All right, dude. Johnny Fontana, half amazing TV. Dude, like, so now you saw what it was like live. Like, I started it before, even before I recorded, but I didn't want to get so deep. And I was like, dude, like, let me, like, record this live and figure out where. But again, a lot of it had to do with me reverting back to training, to my experience, working with this and knowing how to, so that's why it was easier. If I hadn't done this like in a while, it would have taken me longer, maybe like a half hour. But because I do this so much all the time, especially preparing for these tutorials, which also helps me. Each learn one, teach one. You see what I'm saying to you? And by me constantly being in this game, it's helping me to like figure out like the different points of the music. And that's why I keep saying, dude, yo, producers want to be DJs. Only DJs can flip a track like that. Producers, they make that music, but we flip it, we make it better, we break it. That's what it's all about. Johnny Fontana, half amazing TV. We out.